Hello, this is Monkey and welcome to the channel. So we've got something a little bit different for a change. It's not really a team play video, it's more of a site review. I had a weekend free and nobody else was available to come out. So I took this chance to do a bit of a recce and go down to Combat Airsoft Portadown and see what the new site was like. There's been quite a bit of a hype around the new site as the Facebook page has been constantly updated with new progress of the build, and it looks to be a very fast-paced and aggressive CQB site. Travel-wise, it's very close to the motorway, which makes it easy to navigate to. And it's got some great facilities too, where it's got the covered barn area for you to leave your kit. It's also got a shop on site as well to get some hot and cold food as well. Ooh. And on this day, there was a pop-up shop or a stall there from Airsoft Workshop NI as well. So I'm just about to enter the game area now, and you can see it's definitely been built with Airsoft in mind, as it's a completely sealed off compound. The layout I think is great as well, because you've got an outer box and you've got the inner fort as well, so you've got basically a whole sort of rectangular sort of play area with a central fort in the middle. And well, I feel it'll take a bit of time to tease out some of the bottlenecks or any areas that kind of stall the game. It looks fantastic and the effort put in really does show. Right from the off, the marshals did a good job as well. Before the games had even begun, they made sure the teams were split up fairly, so they tried to stop any large groups sort of taking over the entire site and split them half and half in each team. And it was the same with the rental players and the younger ones. They tried to make sure they were split evenly as well, so this meant then no one team had an overwhelming advantage, and it made the entire day more even and the games a lot more hard fought.
Well, listen up guys, tighten in a wee bit.
In terms of gameplay, every game started with a very well constructed and concise brief, and the game's been kept very simple as well. This meant then that there was no complex rules to explain, and it just meant the games were so much harder and faster to play.
Non-arm bands, guys. Put in the parking.
So the first game we played was a game called Parking Tickets. Basically, simple game. There's 7 cars parked around the site.
Oops, sorry.
And it's the job of the attackers to find each car and place a parking ticket on each car. Once that ticket's on the car, that's that car to play. The central fort area was completely out of play, so it's only the periphery of the site. And due to the way the cover's laid out around the site, it made it a very fast-paced game. One of the issues I encountered with the site, which you can see now, was that this tower wall is treated as solid cover. At the time I didn't know this, which is why I kept shooting this guy. And personally I feel it kind of detracts in the game, as it meant I couldn't suppress him and rush up on him and try and take him out, as he could see me move and then react to that as well. Further to this, I didn't like that the tower walls were just above head height, so it kind of led to a tactic I can see people do it, but to me I don't think it's really kind of the sport of the game. It gets very close to blind firing, where they jump up over the top of cover. And quite often the time, all you see is the gun, and they're not really aiming where they're shooting, it's just kind of a case of shooting in an area.
Why is this not?
However, again, this is a brand new site that's just opened, so these little teething problems will happen. And also, I did send them an email on the Facebook page, and the guys at Combat Airsoft Portadown were very responsive. They welcomed the feedback and took it on board as well. So it's something that can be changed very quickly, and I think, personally for me, it would make it better. But again, you may find that other players like it.
Oh, hit.
So after the game day, I sent my feedback to the Combat Airsoft Portadown Facebook page, basically just outlining some of the things I found problems with, such as the tires and the holes in cover and how that kind of stalled the gameplay. And directly from this, Phil from Combat Airsoft Portadown took this feedback and acted on it and made these changes to the site, which you can see in the pictures, to try and improve the game flow and address the problems that I highlighted. So it was really good to see a site that actually takes players' feedback and acts on it if they feel it will improve the gameplay. The second game style we played was called Zones. Basically, it's a pushback style game, so you've got attackers and defenders. This time we're attacking. The defenders start off in the central compound, and they must hold it for as long as they can. They have 1 life in the compound before falling back behind. There's a gold McGann. That becomes a second fallback point, and they have another life there. So 2 lives. The attackers are an infinite regen. And we need to work as quickly as we can to clear out this compound. It's fair to say the compound for me was the biggest draw to have like a proper built-up CQB site. However, it's great to see that the site just isn't the compound. There actually is a greater structure around the compound to allow for more different types of gameplay as well. Looking at the shape of the compound, the best way I can describe it, it's almost like a Russian doll. So you've got the outer compound, which you played in game 1. This inner compound is almost kind of the same shape as the outer compound again. So you've got the outer wall with the 4 guard posts in each corner. There's also an internal structure, like a base in the middle of it as well. So it's quite a well laid out compound as well. Lots of different angles of attack and lots of windows to try and cover your back for as well. So it made it quite a good challenge as well. And friendly fire was quite a big thing as well. You had to make sure that you weren't just shooting your own team. So I'll include this bit of footage here as well. It's basically after we've kind of done the whole fight of clearing the base out. This is us just doing a re-clear to make sure there's nobody else left in here. I think at this point there's maybe 1 or 2 guys left hiding in some of the rooms. But I have a good wee walk around here and you kind of get to see the internal compound as such. So there's a lot of wee nooks and crannies to hide. And a lot of other varied cover and windows for the attackers to move through and try and take some ground as well. So it's pretty evenly balanced, I think, between attackers and defenders. Defenders will obviously have a slight advantage since they are static, but the attackers have multiple options to attack through. So there's multiple doorways, there's the windows, the cover kind of changes as well throughout it. So there's no like complex series of rooms which can really bottleneck games. So again, it's good CQB that allows you to keep moving forward, and it's not going to be overly complex, and it's just good fun. It really is a fast-paced way to play the game as well. Something I quickly realised after the first game, you will burn through a lot of ammo, so going back to your car to get all your gear is going to be quite time consuming, so I just brought everything into the game zone with me. So bottle of BBs, reloader, bottle of water, keeps everything there, and it just helps speed up the day as well then. So if you're using mid-caps, especially as I was, you're going to burn through a ton of ammo because it's very fast-paced CQB. Really enjoyable, but you will need to, you know, keep reloading as well. Another really nice feature about the site, one of the marshals had his DSLR with him, and he was taking some really class photos all day of basically everyone playing the game. And I know most sites will still take photos, but it's generally on a mobile phone, or they're blurry, or they're still nice, but the pictures uploaded from this game day were just something else. The quality was so much better. And let's face it, a big part of Airsoft is looking cool. You may as well look cool in high res. The last 2 games of the day was an objective-based game, so we took turns at trying to capture the, I think it was 3 or 4 different objectives around the site, and whoever could do it in the fastest time won. The way it was worked out with the teams was the attacking team who needed to grab the objectives were inside the compound. They had infinite lives, same as the attackers, but the attackers started at both sides of the site, so they could spawn at either the left or the right hand side. Basically, we were trapped inside this compound, so we had to fight to get out, fight to get the objectives, and hold it in the base. One thing to be aware of, but I think it's like any other CQB site, there's going to be a lot of ricochet, so just keep your head screwed on and make sure you're aware of where the enemy is and where they're shooting from. And if you're in any doubt, just take it, because it's just not worth not calling hits. It's going to ruin someone else's day. You may as well call your hits and just get back in again. So call your hits, learn from it, and keep on playing. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. More importantly, I hope you find it useful and gives you an insight to go and try this new site. I found for myself that I had to adopt a slightly different playstyle. It's a very fast, aggressive site, and because of this I had to try and adapt my playstyle to suit better into the gameplay. The first 2 parts of the day I wasn't really getting it. I think by the second and third game I was starting to get the hang of it and try and get that kind of momentum going as well. So if you have enjoyed this video, please leave me a comment. If there's any questions about the site or anything else, just leave us a comment and we'll get back to you. I'll put the link for the Combat Airsoft Portadown Facebook page in the description below. And if you're enjoying the channel, give us a subscribe. It gives us some more encouragement to keep making videos. And we enjoy playing Airsoft, we enjoy making videos. And yeah, we'd like to hear from you and like to see you on the site as well. So hope to see you about. Cheers, bye.
Good chaps.